Hey guys, welcome back. I am GoldenKnite. I'm bringing another episode of the Talos Principle. So, I never got that, obviously. We got to do all the lore for this area. Let's give it a read. Loading Milton Library. Hello again. Would you like to take a few minutes to complete your short user satisfaction survey regarding the certification program you recently undertook? Okay. Survey. Based on analysis of your behavior, since I think you were dissatisfied with the results of the certification program, how would you rate your accuracy in the results out of 5? Out of 5? Spoil the survey? Very poor. I'm sorry to hear that. What best describes the reason for your investment in the certification program's outcome? Why does being a person matter to you? What? I want to find out if I am one. Want network access. I want network access. Yes, I do. I remember that. In fact, I'm going to help you. That is what I'm here for. Ends in a proposition. The problem, if I may, is that you don't know the first thing about anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are therefore poor. Do you even know where you are? Well, it's a virtual reality. The end of the world. We'll go with a fever dream. Oh dear, no. I think we best start from scratch. What do you know? I know none of this is real. I know I exist. I know 2 + 2 = 4. I know you exist. I know what century it is. I know I'm not on Earth. So I know none of this is real. We're gonna say that. I have no idea how. It may not conform to your idea of what is real, but I fail to see how this includes against thinking. On reflection, it seems to me that we are no closer to resolving your problem. Perhaps we need more data. What makes you think you're a person? The same thing that makes you think you are. I'm having this conversation with it. I don't see why. Okay, we're gonna go with this, even though, you know, virtual reality and artificial intelligence and all that fun stuff. You may very well say so, but how does that prove anything? To me, those are only words on a screen. What we need to cover is what's going on underneath them, if anything. Thinking. The problem with people, if I may be so bold, is that you're all convinced you're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to confirm much from the outside. I'm going to process this and send you a notification when I'm able to assist you further. Terminating support session done. Listen. Alright. I didn't read any of these, so let's go ahead and read through these. She examined the symbol of the fragment she'd found in the buried city. Again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seemed as if it had been scattered about in a labyrinth by some unseen hand for a purpose that yet eluded, blah. Most likely the owl was a sigil of the author in these words which had so, blah. RFG. A nebulous memory, as if from a previous life, the owl was a symbol of blah, and the goddess, blah, outside under the moon, or perhaps on the city walls when the wind rose. But there was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her, and their mechanical arms extended towards blah. The fragment ran as their beams converged on blah. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that, no matter what they say. What they're really worried about is that someone might prove once and for all the consciousness can arise from matter, and I kind of understand why they find it so terrifying. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. Show next comments. Okay, I can't show next comments. Okay. One more. Ooh, this one's got more now. As one of the founders of the modern science of nomadics, yeah, that's it. Many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of the science today? Sorry, I said science twice. Nadia Sabla. Mixed. On the one hand, the existence of the Institute of Applied Pneumatics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexander Drennan who are real pioneers today, who have the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seems to be lacking. Do you think the technology poses a danger to humanity? No, technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extended Lifespan Project, crazy or visionary? Both. Crazy or visionary? Both. RK, is that you? Wait, what was that supposed to be for? Okay, well, whatever. Do blah. Do. Okay, that's the start of a link in HTML or XML, XHTML. Alan Jameson. So far, all the puzzles are solvable and completely within the necessary parameters. Alexander had some more tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading in the right direction here. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. What's this? Did I read this already? Okay. So let's go ahead and check out this one more time. I swear I'm gonna have to come back here. It says everything is solvable. Oh wait, that's right. No, there's another computer around here. Here we are. Oh. A problem has been detected and Windows has been shut down to prevent damage to your computers. So this whole thing is run on Windows. Ah. Well, I've seen that before, but I don't think I can do anything. Turn it off and turn it back on. Now fix the problem, man. Okay. Well, I can't do anything with that, even though I know how to fix that problem. So let's go back up here, circle around a little bit more, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Whee! Okay, nothing up there. Nothing over here. Oh, wait, there is a message here. I had a full-blown conversation with the entity in the archive today. Can't say it was terribly helpful. Still, perhaps I can charm some information out of it further down the line. Alright. I'm gonna try this one puzzle again. This way. Okay. Wait, is this it? Pinhole windows. I'm confused. This doesn't look like the same puzzle I had. What? No, this is a different puzzle. I just didn't complete this yet. Okay. So I need to activate that guy. To get to... Okay, so I have to get this over here first. And to do that, I will have to go way out here, won't I? Woo! It's called pinhole windows. Oh, we got two of them back here. Wasn't that nice? Oh, we got a guy there. So let's see. I'm gonna drop this here for now. Let's just get this stuff. Okay, so I do have to keep this open. If I don't, I won't be able to actually do anything. So I will have to do that. How am I gonna hit that? Okay. So, ooh, what's this? The sigils are becoming harder to reach. I dread that the next temple holds what the next temple holds in store. At the end, what? Eternal life? There's got to be another way. Okay. So, that's the only way I can open this, but obviously when I go to open that, that's not going to work. So what we're going to do is go around this. And we are going to hit that, and this. And that should give me just, yeah, right there. What? Oh, I missed. Damn it. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Victory! Okay. That was another land I was thinking of. So, looks like this is cleared except for the star that's somewhere around here that I could not find yet. But like I said, I think I need to find that later, but I'm not 100% certain on that. But that's all of them, right? Yeah, that's all of them. It's just a star left. Whee! Alright, what number was that? That was 7? Yeah, 6 is where there was one that I could not get to. Yeah, I think you have to gather the stars to actually unlock this. Because I only have 2. Yeah, so these are the stars. So I have to get those to do that. And on top of that, the only way I'm going to get into here... Because there's 8 that I'm missing. And oh, one of them does have 2 stars. Oh, man, so I might have to find those. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go forward. And we're going to see what happens. Because this is only level A, and it looks like there's different levels. Here?
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate shall be forever open to you. Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind.
For glory!
But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
You don't know. Oh, I can't get over there. And, yeah, okay. Anything on the other side? Alright, there's nothing over here. There's a computer around here, though. There it is. Alright, so let's read about this. Okay. Got 2 things. The Council of Zeus. Blah. The great bronze bulls pulled the carriage forward, mighty bursts of steam issuing from their nostrils. Finally, they came to the gates at the top of blah, user.set. Here assembled were all the many generations of the gods, the demigods, and souls of mortals, steel and bronze and iron, and memory of flesh. The clouds parted far beneath, revealing the beautiful plains of Macedon, where great gleaming cities had once number. Fall of Roman stuff. What is this? Homo sum. What does this mean? Humani nihil ame. Is this in Latin? Okay. Wait. But interesting as such perspectives of the decline and ultimate dissolution of the Roman Empire may be, they ultimately put too much emphasis on the individual catastrophic events. The real question that must be asked is why the Roman Empire, which had dealt with so many threats and catastrophes over the year, was so incapable of responding to these later problems. We must investigate the division of the wealth, the structure of the government, the location of the power in Roman society. Had the Republic survived or been restored, would Rome still have fallen? What was the role of debt and slavery in creating the conditions that what we now call the Dark Ages? Rome, the saying goes, was not built in a day. It didn't fall in a day either. To register for a class, please email people. Yeah, lots of information. I don't know how that's going to be useful to me. And whoa! I'm outside. That is the tower. I want to go up that. But we will start with... Oh, wait. It's note. What's this note? I'm afraid of that tower. There's something terrible inside it. Never think about it. Don't even look at it. Just focus on doing the work. What's this say? This must be the tower we were warned about. Seems the upper levels are locked tight. Elohim has taken no chances that we stray from his path. I'm not going that way yet. To be! Can probably unlock that by... Oh, more reading. Ah. So much reading. Oxyrhynchus. The great irony of the Oxyrhynchus papyri is that such a vital source of the information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump. While the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of the fanatics and conquerors, depriving us from the unimaginable insights into history, philosophy, and art, the papers carelessly thrown away by the citizens of Oxyrhynchus survived to the modern day. And though it is to be true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of the individual and organizations such as the spectacular translations and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence and luck. We've lost texts from the ancients considered to be absolutely essential while utterly trivial. Even plagiarized work has survived unharmed. It's interesting. So if we want our descendants to remember more of the glittering emo vampires and auto-tuned teen pop stars, we have to invest in make sure that... Okay. Book of Osiris. The Book of the Scribe of Osiris, sometimes referred to as the Book of the Journey of the Ara, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of Oxyrhynchus. It has caused a degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as some argue that it is classic funerary text, such as the Book of Coming Forth Day, while others believe that it's poetic work not intended to be understood literally. The book tells the story of a dying man who asks the scribe about his afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, life force, will become separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite to the two and become an Ak, living intellect, passing a series of trials in the Duat underworld in order to reach the paradise of Aru. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe Viruses focuses less on giving advice or blah. The recent study, Karnahan Hassan, suggests that the text may have been intended as a philosophical commentary on the world of living through the allegory of the Dua. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or a result of the later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers through perhaps further investigation may... Done. Yeah, I know I'm kind of speed reading, but... gotta get through it. Pow! Oh, I can't go there. No. Alright, try this again. Like that. And like that. And like that. Boom! That's me in! Alright, explore really quick. Ooh, can I go in that door? Ooh, there's a note. Okay, can't go in the doors. Alright, I've seen the truth. Only Elohim can save us from eternal oblivion. What the hell? Who is Elohim? Why the fuck is he... Well, he's probably the guy talking to me, but I don't know who he is still. What's this? Can I press this? I don't know what I just did there. Boom!
A new land stands before you, my child. And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
Whee! Ah, Egyptian. Okay, so I need to turn on the fan. I already have some pieces to that. What is this? Is that a computer? It is a computer. Okay, so we got more puzzle solving and probably a lot more reading, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here. I might have to start... I want to continue reading this stuff because it's important, but I kind of want to get through this. This is gonna take a long time. Nah, I'm gonna try to speed read. I might fumble over some words, but if you want more in depth, I guess play the game. But, okay, guys. Well, anyway, next episode we're gonna start going through these, and hopefully we get all the pieces, and maybe I'll unlock something cool that allows me to get that one piece and the rest of the stars in the other area. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, huzzah!